Welcome back, everyone. Ask the Collective 15. Great to have you here. My name is Rich Brubaker. I'm the founder of Collective Responsibility, and today we're talking about the role or how individuals and businesses can get involved to deliver the changes we need to develop a sustainable urban 2050. Hope you all enjoy it. If you do, remember, like, share, and comment.
As environmental issues are increasingly emphasized by the government and environmental protection is formalized, do you see this as an opportunity or challenge for business? Also, what should businesses leaders do?
At the end of the day, I'm a big believer that business will drive most of the change that we require. So the government will do what it does, sometimes very well, sometimes very poorly. Sometimes they'll put in great laws, sometimes there'll be no enforcement, sometimes they'll get everything right. And throughout this entire process, what will end up happening is that business will adjust to the regulatory changes being made. But for me, particularly in China and for Asia overall, what we're going to start to see, I believe, and what we're already seeing here, is where consumers and citizens are pulling firms into new business models, into new products, into new processes, and really starting to look at their own externalities as an internal challenge to be solved. And so this is where I think that, being in the cities of Asia, being in China, being with local communities is at the benefit of anyone who is running a firm right now. Because that's where the battles are being waged, that's where the issues are tangible, that's where the innovations become apparent. Because at the end of the day, I think what is really being shown now through, say, the US backing out of Paris is that you can't really rely upon just the government to get things done. We will have to look at other ways. And in my history kind of going to government meetings across the region, but also globally, a lot of times what I find is that the government process just tends to be too far behind. It's not because they do or don't want to do anything, but their process of understanding the challenge and then putting the right framework and getting kind of engagement and agreement and then passing whatever law it may be, that takes a lot of time. But business kind of has to react on the ground in the space that they have. And if I were going to use China as a context, this is where KFC and their antibiotic scandal a few years ago really kind of shows the downside risk of this is, the citizens don't really care what the current government law is. If they feel they're being wronged, particularly by a company and particularly by a global brand, they're going to use whatever means they have available to express their discontent with that brand. And the brand will have to adjust. But if you look at, the other side of this, the innovation side, the groups like Organics or Tom's Shoes who see these challenges as their opportunity, well then they should react just as quickly as someone who's kind of trying to defend their model. And I just feel, and you can see this on the street more and more brands, more and more entrepreneurs, more and more of the economy is being built around the fact that we have real human needs that need to be addressed, and there's a great economy to do this. There's real revenue, there's real profit, there's real consumers. And the more that I think that business and business leaders understand that, the better off we're going to be at the end of the day. It's not about whether or not government does or does not want to protect us or they do not protect us. The question is going to be how, as consumers, do we protect ourselves, and then what will be the opportunity for brands to deliver on that. So I hope that answers your question. If not, please feel free to like, share, and follow with me in the room behind us. So have a great week, and thank you very much.
Elliot asks, how can I contribute to the changes that will create more equality of opportunity in this emerging new world of information-intensive work?
Thank you very much, Elliot, for your question. You asked it on Facebook, and so I'm going to answer it here because I think that this kind of deserves a lot of time. It's something that, one, hearing more and more about, and so I think that's a great sign because more people are really looking for ways to get engaged. And I think the easiest step to take is really just to get started. Find something that you are concerned about. So if you're worried about digitization of the economy, AI, and jobs, well then go and find a community that you feel is going to be impacted by this. I know that you've been involved in these spheres for a long time. I know that you probably have a pretty clear idea of a community or kind of a segment of the market that would be most impacted. Go and find out who those people are, whether they're currently in the economy or maybe even not in the economy, because I know post-financial crisis, there's a lot of people who've not been able to find their way back in. And then sit down with them, learn about what their challenges are, try and figure out ways to help them on a person-to-person level. Do not think about scale, do not think about anything except who they are, how you can help them, and basically what that means at a wider level for you as you want to keep getting deeper and deeper involved in these challenges. And I say that because far too often what we try and do is we go and do something once and we try and scale it up right away. Or we try something once and we think we can do it better. Stop thinking that the solutions need to be very innovative, because the problems themselves really are not. They're the same. It's unemployment, it's women's empowerment, it's drugs, it's all kinds of things that you will find in these communities at the person-to-person level. And so that's what I'm saying, like, really start there. Don't think about anything beyond how do I help this individual person. And then over a period of time, after you've committed to helping this person come up, sit back, reflect upon what it took for you to get to help as much as you may have, and then how do you either bring more people in, how do you help more people through more personal contact, technology, whatever it may be, who do you donate money to, and then how do you grow over time? Because the reality is, no matter what people tell you, no matter what Facebook is trending, no matter what the ALS Bucket Challenge may have taught you or make you think you believe, a lot of these challenges are very complex. They require a real commitment. And for that to happen, you have to have a solid first step in something that means something to you and is also something actionable to you. So find a community that you believe you can work with on an issue that you're passionate about and just help one person get started. And that's what I say. It's very easy to get started. The challenge is going to be, how do you maintain commitment given you want to scale up? And then how do you, over an appropriate amount of time, actually develop that scale, be it through your own organization, through a group of friends, or through the donation to an organization that you've come to understand does the best work in the field that you may have supported along this trip. So thank you very much, Elliot. I really wish you the best of luck. Just remember, one single step, one person can change the world. Thank you very much and have a great week.